Good morning. Thank you all for joining us today as we honor 19 of our colleagues with the Secretary's Award for Excellence. I'm Alicia Lyon, Deputy Director for the Office for Historical and Utilized Businesses. Joining me in these MC duties is Bob Talley, Assistant Director, State Construction's Consulting Services Section. It is an honor to be leading today's program that recognizes and celebrates some of the more notable achievements and exemplary work of several of our DOA colleagues. As you know, this is the second year for the Secretary's Awards for Excellence program, and I'm glad we can once again gather in person as a work family to present the department's highest honor and acknowledge outstanding work of our colleagues. To be excellent is not an easy task. It takes work to be good at something, but to be excellent, that requires a level of dedication and a level of wholehearted commitment that we don't often see. Today, we celebrate 19 individuals who embody the excellence, not just in their work, but in their spirit.
While many of us may gather together at various conferences and events throughout the year, it's not often that we're all in the same room as a DOA family to support and to encourage each other. And that alone is worth celebrating today. To kick off our festivities this morning, I'd like to introduce our committed, passionate, and dedicated leader. She has the distinction of being the first American Indian woman to serve as a cabinet secretary and has spent much of her career serving the people of North Carolina. She leads with determination and patience, and today would not be possible without her support, vision, and admiration for each of you and the work that you do to serve our customers, sister agencies, and the people of North Carolina. Please put your hands together and help me welcome Secretary Pam Cashman.
Good morning. Bob, thank you very much for the kind introduction. I am super excited to be here. Those of you who have gotten to know me and the many of you who know me well know that this is the sort of thing that really gets me jacked up. And I was up this morning at 5 o'clock. I don't usually wake up at 5, but today I woke up thinking about this and super excited about this ceremony. And so I just am so grateful for all of you who are here with us to celebrate our extraordinary employees today. But I'd like to begin by taking a pause in remembrance of one of our extraordinary employees who is no longer with us. Peter Romero, who joined DOA about a year and a half ago, lost his battle last weekend with brain cancer. And many of you, if you went out to Motor Fleet Management, you would recognize him because he had a radiant smile. And if you went there to have your car cleaned, he was there to greet you and provided that excellent customer service. His wife, Olga Ortiz, also is a state employee and works with the Department of Commerce. And so I would like all of you to hold his wife and his family and his colleagues in your hearts and in your prayers. And I'd like for you now to join me in a moment of silence in his honor and memory. Thank you. Thank you. Peter will be missed, and as you all know, we spend nearly a third of our time with our work families, some of us more than a third of our time. So it's really important that we support each other, that we encourage each other, that we look out for each other, frankly, that we are kind to each other. And so for Director Riddle and all of our motor fleet management team, our thoughts are with you as you mourn the loss of your close colleague, Peter. April will be April will be 2 years since I arrived at DOA from the North Carolina Department of Public Safety. And during that time, I have had the opportunity to visit all of our 14 divisions, most of them multiple times, and the opportunity to meet. I have tried to meet every employee in this department. Sometimes the hybrid nature of our work these days with telework makes that difficult. But when I am out and meet with you all, I am constantly impressed by the dedication, the ingenuity, the creativity, and the camaraderie of our DOA employees. And that's why today is so important to me, because it is so critical that we recognize when our employees are doing excellent work. I said to somebody in the auditorium, in the foyer when I entered today, that I'd like to give everybody an award. Like, I truly believe in my heart that all of our employees do such great work. I would love for us to honor everyone with a Secretary's Award, but we're going to just keep working through this year by year and get to everybody who's so deserving. And so for me, it's vital that we recognize your good work, so we take time to pause, that we acknowledge that work, celebrate, and thank you for your service. And that's really what today is all about. Before we get started, though, I have a few other thank yous. Alicia and Bob, thank you so much for your willingness to lead us today and preside over today's events. And thank you to everyone who was involved in planning for today's ceremony. It takes a lot of people to pull this sort of thing together. Foremost, I want to thank those of you who nominated somebody. We had over 40 nominations this year for awardees, and so no one is better equipped to nominate employees in DOA than your coworkers who watch what you do every day and understand how important your work is and the impact of your work, the nature of what you do, and see how dedicated you are. So thank you for the time to do that. Also, thank you to our Employee Engagement Council. It is led by Dr. Jody Clevin, who couldn't be with us today, but it's a small but mighty group of employees, and I think we have some of you here. If you're on the Employee Engagement Council, stand up for me. Let's give these folks a round of applause. They work hard all year doing the ACE Awards, which is the opportunity for employees to nominate coworkers for an award quarterly. And they also do activities like the Angel Tree that we did this year around the holidays. And that, for those of you who participated, thank you. It was amazing. We collected hundreds upon hundreds of gifts that we provided to, I believe, 14 families this year. And it was really amazing to just see how much love was poured into that by our staff. So thank you for that. We really have a very generous team at DOA. Thank you to our facilities management team who provided us with a lovely stage today, for our Emerging Professionals Resource Group for also helping out, our communications staff and my staff who work very hard to do all the ins and outs of programs and getting the awards created and pulled together for us. So I can honestly say that at DOA, we certainly have one of the most talented teams in state government, and that's why I'm just so proud to lead you all. It makes us, I believe, one of the best places to work in state government, and so during these times where it's difficult to find people, I look to all of you to help us recruit the best and the brightest to join us. For our guests in the room, and I know we have at least a few, want to take just a moment to talk about the Department of Administration, because I'm always excited to talk about our work. We are the business manager for state government and oversee a lot of those general operations that impact all state agencies, building, construction, purchasing and contracting for goods and services, maintaining facilities, managing state vehicles, acquiring, leasing, and disposing of real property, operating auxiliary services such as mail delivery, the sale of state and federal surplus property, and equally important to all of those operational aspects that are on one side of our house, we have many of the state's advocacy programs that reside with us, and we provide assistance and services to a number of diverse segments of North Carolina's population that have traditionally been underserved, such as American Indian communities, historically underutilized businesses, women and youth. And most people are surprised to find out that the Department of Administration also is engaged in the process of registering non-public education entities, so charter schools and private schools and those sorts of non-public groups, which is just, it really speaks to the diversity of our department. To accomplish all of those things that are within our portfolio, we strive to provide high-quality customer service while valuing our employees. And part of that value system is transparency, so we work hard every day to be inclusive and communicative with our teams. This awards program is part of valuing our employees. And the Secretary's Awards for Excellence, as Alicia mentioned, is our agency's most prestigious award to recognize staff for their extraordinary work in public service. We mirrored it on the Governor's Awards for Excellence, and so employees are able to nominate their coworkers in 5 categories. Those are outstanding state government service, efficiency and innovation, customer service, public service, and last but not least, teamwork. As Alicia mentioned, we had nearly 40 nominations submitted this year, all with outstanding talent, and so I know that it was a challenge for our selection committee to come up with the final 19 awardees for this year, and that speaks volumes about all of you who were selected. You all shine the brightest this year. Your ingenuity, leadership, teamwork, and overall superb service was recognized by your colleagues, and we look forward to recognizing you for that today. Your work continues to enhance our programs at DOA, and we could not do what we do without you. So I'm extremely proud of all of you. I applaud you for your work, for a job well done. And before I close, I do want to recognize and thank all of the family members, friends, and colleagues who are here in a supportive role. I know as much or more than anybody how important it is to have a good support system at home. We cannot do what we do without the support of our spouses, partners, children, everybody who is in our network of people who allow us to go and do the good work of state service. And so if you are here as a family member or a partner or just a colleague who is supporting somebody, I want you to stand up, because we want to recognize you and your importance in this. You all have a role in making us successful, and so I appreciate and thank you for that. And now I'm going to turn it back over to Bob and Alicia to get this show on the road. Thank you.
Thank you, Secretary. As Alicia noted earlier, I am Bob Talley, and it is my pleasure to be here today with Alicia, tag teaming as Masters of Ceremonies. Though many of you already know them, I want to take a few minutes to introduce the rest of the administration leadership team. Our deputy secretaries serve as the bridge between the secretary and the missions of each division. In many ways, they act as the glue of DOA, overseeing multitudes of people while fostering a positive and collaborative work environment. I mean, we know each other. It takes somebody to pull us all in the same direction, and that's their job. So joining me on stage today are Mark Edwards, who serves as Chief Deputy Secretary. As such, he oversees state property, state construction, facilities management, state parking, and human resources. Haley Pfeiffer Haynes is our Deputy Secretary of Service Operations, overseeing the operations of purchasing and contracts, State Motor Fleet Services, Mail Service Center, Surplus Property, and Communications. And David Elliott is our Deputy Secretary of Advocacy, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, managing the Commission of Indian Affairs, Council for Women and Youth Involvement, historically underutilized businesses, and non-public education. Thank you for being here.
Point of privilege. I meant to introduce the division directors. I want all of you to stand because they are critical also to making our team work. So if you're a division director, please stand up. I meant to do that. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, stand up and we'll, thank you. You're exactly right. I should have caught that. Yes. All right, we'll begin the awards presentation in just a moment, but first, I need to share a few logistical details. We will ask that when your name is called as an award winner, that the award winner and their division director will come up onto the stage, and you'll come in from this side over here. You're going to end up standing in this green box. There's some green lines up here so that you can get your picture taken. And Secretary Cashwell and the Deputy Secretary that oversees their section will present the awards. Please use the stairs carefully. Make sure you're paying attention. We've got folks around who'll help you, and then you'll exit from this side. That will help us with traffic flow. Also, in case you missed it, you'll be able to find pictures and more information from today's awards ceremony on the NCDOA's Flickr page. We'll share on that page a link to the video of today's ceremony, so be sure and keep an eye over the next few days. Now, on to the point we've all been waiting for. Alicia, I'm going to let you start with the first award category.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Our customer service is our first category. In this category, we recognize those employees who provided outstanding customer service. While DOA is fortunate to have many employees who provide great customer service, these award winners went far beyond the normal requirements by exceeding customer expectations and/or adding value to our customers' experiences. Our first award goes to Shauna Godoy, who is an accounting technician with the Mail Service Center Division. Shauna improved the speed and accuracy of the Mail Service Center billing process by simplifying and streamlining procedures. We appreciate her ingenuity in that area, yet today we acknowledge Shauna for routinely demonstrating exemplary customer service both to internal and external customers. She treats Mail Service Center customers with utmost respect, listening patiently and intently to efficiently address their concerns and resolve any problems. What makes her service outstanding is that she's willingly taken on duties outside of her normal work to ensure that the Mail Service Center gets their work accomplished in a timely manner, pitching it in to sort, process, even drive a delivery van to deliver mail. Whether tackling new challenges or assisting when the team is short-staffed, Shauna is a model of great customer service. Thank you, Shauna. Would you join us on stage?
You changed on me.
Yeah, you sure did. Awesome. Our next customer service award goes to Tracy McMillan, who works as an administrative associate with the State Parking Division. As you may imagine, working in the state parking is tough. Everyone wants primo parking, and they all want those spots yesterday. The work is vital, yet it often goes unappreciated. Now, imagine doing this important work facing impatient, even rude customers with a smile for 2 decades. Tracy has been tirelessly working in this office for more than 20 years. Customers frequently comment on Tracy's kindness, professionalism, willingness to help, and even her hugs. Tracy's warmth extends beyond fellow state employees to all other customers of the State Parking Division. Tracy embodies our mission to provide excellent customer service. Thank you, Tracy, for the work you have done and continue to do to positively impact everyone who interacts with you. Thank you. The final award for customer service is presented to Tracy Herod.
Come on, Tracy.
Tracy serves as a certification specialist and executive assistant for the Office of Historical and Utilized Businesses, better known as HUB. Tracy's role includes responsibility for reviewing and processing HUB certifications. She has worked in the HUB office from the beginning of the program and possesses deep knowledge of the processes involving business development. She serves hubs by providing technical assistance and answering their questions so that they can achieve certification. Tracy provides training and outreach to historically underutilized communities, and hubs that work with her regularly comment about their positive professional experience engaging with Tracy. Often recognized for excellent customer service skills, Tracy is an excellent resource to all of state government and many times helps answer questions about government outside of the HUB office. She is very dependable, loyal, and highly respected in state government and throughout communities, and is just an all-around excellent model employee who is to be commended for her many years of service with excellence. Tracy, we not only appreciate your superb service and attitude, but you serve as an inspiration to all of us. Awesome.
Next category. In the awards next category, we recognize employees who demonstrated an exceptional accomplishment or remarkable achievement in their state government service. These award winners went above and beyond expectations to do whatever it took to accomplish the mission. These employees all demonstrated outstanding state government service. So our first award recipient in the Outstanding State Government Service category goes to Althea Trantham. She's from DOA's Human Resources Management Office. Yes, y'all can keep moving right on up here. Althea, we want to see you, so come, yes. Althea is a name that many of us are familiar with. Those who may not have met Althea will recognize her name from many of the HR emails. But if you have ever met or even talked with Althea, you will likely remember her because of her friendly spirit and her can-do attitude. In addition to keeping up with her responsibilities as the department's staff development specialist, she also has, until recently, handled some of the duties of two other positions, managing the primary functions of the time administrator benefits coordinator and the Equal Employment Opportunity Relations Liaison. Her sweet and thoughtful nature has remained constant as she has completed tasks and gone out of her way to help her coworkers. Althea, thank you for the support you have given and for always being willing to help with a smile on your face. Don't let her fall down. You watch. You can barely see that. I know. The next award goes to Deatrice Williams. Since 2019, Deatrice has served as the office assistant for the Council of Women and Youth Involvement's Eastern Region office. In that role, she often exceeded her normal job expectations. Where's Beatrice? We got to get her moving up here where folks can see you. Come on up here. In that role, she's often exceeded her normal job expectations by accompanying the region director on monitoring visits to service providers. Last September, when the region director resigned, she willingly stepped in as the interim director and continued to provide timely, programmatic, technical assistance to grantees, to host productive monthly meetings, and to send informative emails, always while maintaining an upbeat and professional demeanor. Deatrice's service cannot be understated as she continued the meaningful connections and the council's vital work that supports those local shelters which serve sexual assault and domestic violence victims. She fields requests to address concerns and complaints from constituents regarding service delivery within state-funded programs, and she is trusted and respected by the grantees in her area, and she has been an invaluable resource for them during this transition. Thank you, Deatrice, for wearing many hats and for continuing to excel with each one. Yeah, just watch. Our next Outstanding State Government Service Award goes to Facility Management Director Chad Buffew. Chad has made North Carolina's dedication to sustainability a personal mission in his work. When Governor Cooper's directive in Executive Order 80 came to drastically reduce energy consumption, Chad recognized the need for someone to coordinate those efforts. He developed a position and then subsequently hired talent for the very first dedicated sustainability position at DOA. Chad fostered an environment for that person to thrive by providing support, actively learning. That's good. About sustainability topics and ideas, and implementing sustainability work into the regular operations of the division, encouraging the team to participate in sustainability collaborations, and fostering connection with other agencies and divisions. His thoughtful leadership has created great momentum for North Carolina as he pushes for sustainable practices across various facets of facility management, from heating, electrical, plumbing, and more. Thanks to Chad's leadership, DOA created a sustainability action plan, implemented utility tracking software that allows the team to see utility usage and cost over time, and reduced overall energy consumption per square foot across the state government buildings. Thank you, Chad. I got to say, Chad is an empowering manager who constantly strives to improve the division. He is open to new ideas, and he gives his employees the room to excel and feel ownership over their work. This approach to teamwork and problem solving moves the state forward so we can serve state employees and residents to the best of our ability. Chad, your leadership and dedication inspire all of us at DOA. Thank you. Over here, Chad. Chad, this way.
You weren't listening?
Chad was just looking for the fastest way. Efficiency. Efficiency is what he's all about.
Well, that is the next category. Efficiency and innovation. The Efficiency and Innovation Award category recognizes the creativity and ingenuity of employees who have sought to establish new and or improved methods, practices, plans, or designs within our department. Ultimately, these suggestions have improved cost savings and efficiency. There's also serves as inspiration to the rest of us to think outside the box and consider new solutions for ongoing processes, projects, or challenges. Our first award for efficiency and innovation goes to Sandra Bryant. Sandra is from the Fiscal Management Division. Sandra has been with the purchasing section of DOA's fiscal division for over 7 years. During that time, she has fulfilled many roles and taken on a multitude of responsibilities. Since 2019, she has served as the lead procurement card administrator, managing over 150 user accounts. During the pandemic, Sandra implemented new procedures for the issuance of P-cards that was both secure and efficient while working remotely. Working together with Joey Ennis at DIT, Sandra has created new digital P-card forms that automate the P-card approval process using SharePoint, eliminating the need to circulate paper forms with wet signatures. Sandra was integral in outlining the P-card processes and procedures and finding areas of security concerns where PII information could be removed from the process. These automated forms allow for digital approval flows, automated notices, trackability for auditing purposes, and has proven to be effective and efficient, saving time and resources. Sandra has also just completed the curriculum and is now certified as a North Carolina contract manager. And there's more. Sandra's dedication and outstanding contribution in her duties reflect great credit upon herself, DOA, and the state of North Carolina. Sandra, thank you for your continued dedication and public service. Congratulations. Our next Efficiency and Innovation winner is a team award. Executive Order 80 requires DOA to reduce its total energy usage per square foot by 40% by 2025. Justin Leonard and Ron Hyatt, both maintenance and construction supervisors for the Facility Management Division, have made huge strides in improving the efficiency and safety of the Central Steam Plant in downtown Raleigh. For those who may not know, the downtown plant generates steam and distributes it to state-owned buildings via underground pipes. The steam plant generates the heat that makes your office comfortable. Ron and Justin have identified and executed several projects during the past few years and have several more planned. Since 2019, their work has resulted in reduced steam loss, reduced CO2 emissions from the plant, and reduced water consumption across state-owned buildings. In turn, those reductions have resulted in utility savings of more than $90,000. A great example of what can be achieved when we create more efficient operations through innovation and creativity. Thank you, Justin and Ron. Congratulations, Our next award in efficiency and innovation category goes to Stephen Maynor, who leads the Section 8 Affordable Housing Program for the Commission of Indian Affairs. While his day-to-day role is to manage the housing program, he is known as the go-to person at the Commission for all things technology-related. Through his wealth of technical knowledge, Stephen has significantly increased the efficiency of Commission operations. For example, Stephen developed a system that enables staff to efficiently process grants, contracts, travel reimbursements, and even make monthly Section 8 program payments. The new system utilizes DocuSign and saves processing time, reduces the risk of loss and document misplacement, reduces paper use, and provides an electronic means of tracking, locating, and storing files with little intervention from other support staff. Stephen also provided technical assistance to many of the other housing authorities across the state and helped them determine ways to improve efficiency of their operations. Finally, he installed a one-call communication system allowing staff to send phone messages electronically to program clients, commission members, and tribal leaders at a moment's notice. Thank you, Stephen, for your willingness to go the extra mile to improve processes that ultimately allow DOA to serve our customers more effectively and efficiently. Congratulations. Our final award winner for the efficiency and innovation category is Gail Myers. There she is. Gail Myers was part of DIT Solutions team for DOA. When the Hub office needed a new, more efficient way of collecting bid submissions, Gail developed a solution that exceeded expectations. It really did. Because of Gail's dedicated efforts, Hub submissions are now automatically added to an online database. The Hub office can quickly review and approve them, and then they're automatically added to the Hub office dashboard on the DOA website. The application also allows Hub to export the data for reporting, which reduces data entry time by at least 40%. Hub is just one of the many divisions that have been able to improve their process to become more efficient and effective, thanks to Gail's help. Gail, thank you for your innovative thinking, can-do attitude, and your ability to translate DOA needs into tangible solutions. We thank you.
Next category. The Public Service Award category recognizes employees who made outstanding contributions by participating in or implementing community and public service projects, such as volunteering in the community and helping various nonprofit organizations. Today, we honor one of DOA's newish employees, as well as one who has worked with our department for decades. The first public service recipient is Evan Grant with the Secretary's Office. Evan joined DOA about 18 months ago as the department's policy director. Throughout the last year and a half, Evan has consistently been a shining example of what it means to serve the people of North Carolina. He strives to include, support, and assist those he advocates for both professionally and personally. His collaborative nature and genuine care for individuals, as well as his dedication to supporting DOA's mission, have made Evan an incredible asset to the DOA team. Evan's career is marked by a passion for advocacy, a talent for forming meaningful relationships, and a kind-hearted approach to every challenge he faces. These are some of the volunteer roles that he presently serves in. He's the negotiations competition coach at his law school alma mater, Campbell University Law School. He's the member of the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Committee of the Wake County Bar Association. He's the member of the 10th Judicial District's Grievance Committee and a member of the Nominations Committee for the Wake County 10th Judicial District Bar Association. Evan also establishes the Emerging Professionals Resource Group here at DOA, to provide a place for social connection, but also career development for our newer state employees. He is a role model and a mentor for many students and young professionals in the Raleigh area. Evan, you have made a difference, and you'll continue to make a difference. Thank you for your excellent work in serving North Carolinians as well as DOA. Our next Public Service Award is presented to Greg Richardson. Greg has served as the Executive Director of the Commission of Indian Affairs for nearly 30 years. As such, he has established strong working relationships with all of the American Indian tribes of North Carolina and has provided avenues for the tribes and organizations to communicate and network with each other. Greg is the embodiment of true advocacy leader, working hard to bring awareness to the challenges American Indians face and to share their rich history with all North Carolinians and even nationally. He is often a speaker at community, civic, and educational events. He makes a point to actively engage with Native communities across the North Carolina by attending powwows and other cultural events on weekends. He is also a present leader and regularly makes time to comfort families during their time of loss, spending many weekends attending funerals. In fact, his compassion for his fellow American Indians is best shown during times of need. For example, during COVID, Director Richardson worked with the Department of Health and Human Services to get the first American Indian COVID-19 tracers into the American Indian communities across the state. His service is not only external to DOA, he is revered by his staff and coworkers who nominated him for this award. His 43 years of public service and advocacy for American Indian communities has earned him respect across North Carolina and the nation. Mr. Richardson, we are proud of the work that you do on behalf of our Native communities, and we thank you for your service.
We're almost there. The last category is teamwork. The teamwork category recognizes employees who have shown exceptional teamwork or leadership, improved workplace culture, or increased workplace morale, displayed inclusiveness, or promoted better human relations or collaboration with others. In short, they create a better public image of the department and demonstrated the drive to be their best self. Our first Teamwork Award goes to several members of the State Surplus Property Team, comprised of Lisa Henderson, Kadisha Molyneux, Abria Peterson, who cannot be with us today because she had a family conflict, and Pamela Hicks. This is an amazing team. Here we go. The Surplus Administrative Services team, which is the team that serves customers at the front counter, answers phone calls, and manages the online auction platform, has faced a lot of challenges due to understaffing caused by several factors. While this 5-member team was down 2 positions due to staff turnover, the remaining 3 team members contracted COVID and couldn't come to work. Assistant Director Pam Hicks sprang into action, recruiting the willing Abria Peterson from her regular duties as Computer Recycling Administrative Associate to work at the front desk. While Abria had never worked the front desk before, she was willing to learn, so Pam gave her a crash course on taking cash payments, signing out vehicle keys, running the cash register, and completing DMV title documents. Whew. Then, while Abria covered desk operations, Pam juggled taking credit card payments, approving new accounts, processing disposal requests, and answering telephone calls coming on the main customer service line. 1 week after all 3 employees returned to work, 1 resigned, leaving 2 team members left to do the work of 5. Lisa Henderson and Kadisha Molyneux did what it took to get the job done. They came in early and stayed late to ensure our level of customer service remained top-notch. Pamela Hicks and Abria Peterson continued to help cover absences and provide support while continuing to keep up with their regular duties and responsibilities. That was a tough 4-month period for State Surplus Administrative Services team, but the Fabulous 4 just kept going and going and going. Individually, they have no doubt outperformed their respective expectations. As a collective unit, they exemplified what it means to work as a team and hold the division up during a difficult transitional period. Thank you, Lisa Henderson, Kadisha Molyneux, Abria Peterson, and Pamela Hicks for your hard work and dedication. Our final Teamwork Award goes to Prentice Hunt, our Budget Manager in the Fiscal Management Division, and Sherry Morales, our Human Resource Analyst on our Human Resources Management team. These professionals provided superb expertise and displayed exceptional teamwork by developing analytical tools during the recent agency salary allocation review within DOA. After receiving basic data from OSHR regarding classification and salaries of all DOA employees, this duo expanded the data spreadsheet contents to create additional data tracking and generate categories that enhance the ability of decision makers to analyze and assess salary factors. On at least 5 different occasions, spreadsheet data was modified to include current and projected salary adjustment information to show how legislative increases would affect the salary variance between any employee's current salary and the midpoint salary target the department was trying to obtain. Prentice and Sherry's work was used by department leadership to evaluate and assess potential adjustments in salaries based on criteria created and approved by the Secretary. Their efforts to create and modify spreadsheets to ensure the most current data possible required them to work on weekends. These tools were invaluable during the process to adjust the salaries of approximately half of DOA's employees. And the benefits of their teamwork will continue since we will be able to use this tool again and again to help department leadership assess future salary adjustments. The joint efforts by Sherry Morales and Prentice Hunt reflect superior service and teamwork regarding a very sensitive subject, compensation. Their work directly impacts DOA's ability to stay competitive in the job market, as well as employee unity and satisfaction. Thank you, Prentice and Sherry, for the dynamic work. So congratulations, Alicia and Bob, we did it. Congratulations and a tremendous thank you to all of our recipients of the 2022 Secretary's Award for Excellence. Let's give them all a round of applause. And now here's Deputy Secretary David Elliott for some closing remarks.
Thank you, and just really want to give my appreciation for everyone being here. First, congratulations to all the award recipients for all the work you do. There is a saying, I'm not sure it's true, but they say that a butterfly can flap its wings like in Australia, and the ripple effect of that little wave can cause a hurricane here in the United States. I like that metaphor because it suggests small acts can create really large impact. And I think as public servants, which we all are, some who've done it for many decades, some who've just started it, like that butterfly, in real life, the things we do have an impact. As the Secretary said, the work we do to keep the state running, the domestic violence, historically underutilized businesses, all the advocacy areas really have an impact not only in North Carolina, but around our country, and I guess metaphorically around the world, but certainly the impact of the award recipients is really great. As Secretary said, it couldn't be done without family support, friends, colleagues, and teamwork really does make the dream work. So everyone who got an award here, you all are fabulous representatives, not only of your families, of yourselves, of the divisions that you work in, but of all of DOA in the state of North Carolina. I've been working over 26 years with the state. My kids always ask me why I do what I do, and it's because I work with folks like you who make such a difference. It's in my DNA to do public service, and I know it's in yours. You do your jobs exceedingly well, so we thank you for that. A couple housekeeping things. As we close, we want all the award recipients to remain up front so we can take some photos. For family members, we will share all those photos, so you don't have to worry about trying to capture them as well. There are refreshments, I think cookies and water outside, so we ask you to stick around for a reception just so we can spend a little time together in fellowship, recognizing these great folks who have done the great work that they do. Again, thank you for the impact that you make, not only for the state, but I know in your individual lives, in your families, with your children, your spouses, just all that you do. That's what it's about. I think our world is a better place because of what you do, and I sincerely thank you all. And again, congratulate the award recipients. Also, thank you to the leadership team for taking the time and all the folks who make this event happen. There's a lot of work that's gone on behind the scenes. And just in the spirit of true public servants, I'm not sure how many heard the baby crying, but if you saw one of our award recipients, grandma got up and went and got the baby, and the baby is content now. So anyway, have a great day. We're going to take some photos, and then we'll meet you in the foyer for a small reception. Thank you.